Hey everybody, Smart Silver Stacker here, and I wanted to share with you a post I found over on Reddit on the Wall Street Bets subreddit. So the title of this Reddit post is "The Biggest Short Squeeze in the World, SLV Silver $25 to $1,000." And I'm going to read some of this to you. Silver bullion market is one of the most manipulated on earth. Any short squeeze in silver paper shorts would be epic. We know bullion banks are manipulating gold and silver to cover real inflation. Both the industrial case and monetary case, debt printing has never been more favorable for the number one inflation hedge, silver. Inflation-adjusted silver should be at $1,000 instead of $25. Think about the gains. If you don't care about the gains, think about the banks like JP Morgan you'd be destroying along the way. And some of the investment banks do have short positions in silver on the futures market. So these are some edits here, all in on AG. Pretty sure he's talking about First Majestic Silver. And as you can see, on Thursday, they had a pretty big move up, 21% is how they closed. And I think earlier in the day, they were up even more. So First Majestic Silver, that's one of the larger miners that's geared directly towards silver. They're not producing it really as a byproduct metal. They're actually going after silver and producing it. And you can see they snapped quite a bit higher on Thursday, along with some of those other shorted stocks. Anyway, I'm not going to read the rest of this post. There is some profanity in there, and I try to keep that to a minimum here on the channel. But I'll link to this post in the description here so you guys can go read it if you want to. And I thought that this was interesting for a number of reasons. I tend to agree with most of the sentiment in this post, if not every one of the points exactly. But more importantly, this is over on Wall Street Bets, the place where the Redditors are supposedly joining together and driving up the price of these shorted stocks to stick it to Wall Street and stick it to hedge funds. Well, if any number of them decide that they would like to stick it to investment banks who are shorting silver on the futures market, the silver market especially, being a small market, about a $30 billion market, if money starts flowing into there and a short covering does occur, then the price of silver could potentially explode. The paper price, the physical price, the miners, at least temporarily, the price, how high the price could get is possibly just outrageous. If you started to see the price of silver on the futures market get driven up and people started having to cover their short positions and it created a short squeeze, and then let's say people began to demand physical delivery for their long silver contracts, you could see the price of physical metal, the premium even to the paper price, really explode. So something to keep an eye on. It's obviously not a guarantee or even a high likelihood that something like that could happen, but I think that seeing what's gone on with some of these highly shorted stocks and people's attitude about sticking it to Wall Street big banks and using their power as retail investors to drive the price of assets up, I think silver at least would be a somewhat likely candidate for those investors to target. And of course, none of this is financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube. But I think what it makes me want to do is get my hands on some more physical metal and possibly pick up some paper exposure to silver as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the current situation in the markets and everything that's been going on. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Smart Silver Stacker out.